draft, Warhead Junction. TNG, RBF, game number 1. I'm excited. All right, so RBF is getting first pick, first ban, as they are the home team, and TNG did pick the map. So, you think we'll see a Lucio ban already?
No, yeah, that's kind of what I expected. I don't think they're gonna ban Lucio. Ban, like, the meta picks are a meta pick for a reason, right? They're really
Right,
strong.
right. That's a good point. But do you think we might see a Murky ban here?
It depends on the comps that people are running. If I think you might see him as like a secondary ban, maybe if like you are running a really heavy auto attack, then I could see Murky maybe being picked because he's really strong versus that. Oh,
Oh,
never
man.
mind. All right,
First pick
pick
Murky. With a good skin, no less. I like the Easter Bunny Murky skin. So if you're going to roll it, you might as well roll it hard and get that skin going, right? Wow, first pick Murky. Okay, then. On Warhead Junction. That has split push written all over it.
That surprised me greatly.
So what? Greymane can stack up quickly. Falstad could stack up quickly against a Murky, right?
Yeah, I think picking those stacking heroes is generally a good counter, especially Greymane, now that he has Curse Bullet.
Right? I mean, you kill Murky all the time and just bring that damage home.
Two good meta picks right there on the side of TNG.
I like ETC. TNG's got a couple of tank players that can play ETC very well. They can go stage dive for the global, or they can go mosh, depending on what the rest of Resting Butcherface picks here.
I'm really curious to see what RBF can do. They first picked it, which means they think it's extremely high priority here.
I do like the Varian pick. Unlike others, I think Varian can solo tank. I know that's starting to become more mainstream, but I firmly believe that Varian can solo tank after 10, especially with a Malfurion to back him up. The lockdown is just crazy good right now for RBF.
All right, let's see. Looking at the team, I have no idea. Like, you look at the team, they have their tank, they have the healer, they have a Murky.
Well, but they have Varian and they have Mouth, so you know they're going to be looking for blow up out of that, right? Because you can stun into the roots, into a taunt, and the amount of lockdown there means that player isn't moving for about 6.5 seconds. So you know they want to have blow up, so maybe blocking out a Li Ming, because her orb and her missiles are just going to destroy whoever it is they stop.
Yeah, I think banning out a Li Ming would be pretty good here because it opens up the possibility for Mosh to an extent, right? Like, he could get Twilighted, but you remove that disruption potential and the blow up potential a little bit. Oh, they ban out Valir. All right.
All right, that's good. I mean, that's just another lockdown, right? So that actually, that makes sense to me. If you add Valera and then a mage of some kind to Varian Mouth, it's crazy good right now.
Ooh, the Medivh ban.
Oh, they definitely are looking to blow somebody up. No questions asked. RBF has a comp, and their last 2 damage dealers are going to say, "So long, I killed you."
So do you pick Zarya here because you notice that they banned out Medivh, right? Which is quite a bit of protection. Do you go the Zarya for anti-burst?
I feel like that's actually a good choice here. But if you think about it, with Falstad ETC picked, if you go Zarya, do you go Zarya Tychus to take that away from them? Or do you just take Zarya and say, okay, you know what? Zarya is going to be enough. I don't need to keep Tychus from Resting Butcherface, but I definitely need the shields, because you need... If you look at the draft on the side of RBF right now, they're definitely setting up for, we're going to blow you up hard as soon as we lock you down in our combo.
Yeah, definitely.
And that may be the very conversation they're having right now. All right. Why ban the Li Ming when you can take it?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they go Kharazim.
Okay.
I guess the Kharazim for potentially Palm and the Li Ming for the takeaway?
Possibly. Li Ming would have fit really well into RBF's comp with the lockdown. I'm trying to think. Jaina could work there just as well, though. Maybe not just as well, but... Well,
On the side of RBF, what do you pick here? Oh, what happened?
All right, so we did have a disconnect on the side of Dayuni. Let me see if he's still online, and I can invite him to game. I feel like did I hear a pick get picked from the side of RBF?
If it was too fast for me to see.
Okay. Yep. And all right, so they are gonna finish draft in chat because of that crash, and we do have a Jaina Tychus for the last 2 picks on the side of RBF, which leaves 1 on the side of TNG. Do you think? Okay, they take Zeratul. All right, draft is done. We just need to get the last player in the game. What do you think about those 2 drafts?
I mean, I think I still need I think I need to see them to make
that final judgment. No, I understand. I understand completely.
So, what was the comp on the side of RBF? What were their last 2 picks?
Jaina Tychus. So they went Murky, Varian, Malf, Jaina Tychus.
I see.
And then on the side of TNG, we got Falstad, ETC, Li Ming, Karazim, and Zeratul. So the Void could actually interrupt the combo as well.
Definitely.
So I could see that, right? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I didn't see Zeratul coming as the last pick. I didn't see Murky coming as the first pick. I know Murky's stronger now. I'm not downplaying Murky's strength. I did not see that coming as first pick Murky. Honestly. So as soon as we get TNG's 5th back in the game, we should be good to go. We'll jump right in. Draft is finished. Like I said, Resting Butcherface has Murky, Varian, Malfurion, Jaina, and Tychus. And TNG has Falstad, ETC, Li Ming, Karazim, and Zeratul. Just waiting on our 5th to join. And then we will jump into game number 1 in this best of 3 for Pro Division Chair League season. What are we, 4 now, right? I just went blank. I think this is season 4.
I think it's 4.
All right.
All right, there we go.
We have a 5th.
All right, let's get this party started.
Absolutely. Just wait and make sure everybody's ready. All right. I guess they get a ready check anyway. Let's go ahead and get the game started. Make sure everybody's set up. Oh, my team is ready.
I'm here to help.
I've readied up. You've readied up. It looks like 10 to 10. Here we go. Game 1. Best of 3. TNG versus Resting Butcherface. And on the blue side for Resting Butcherface, we have Flat Out on the Tychus, Harry Augie on the Jaina, Ramaka on the Malfurion, Nighty on the Varian, and Siege Train on the Murky.
And for TNG, we have Asusake on Zeratul, Manchu on ETC, Ataro on Li Ming, Dayuni on Karazim, and Grim on Falstad.
Solid drafts on both sides. I am going to be interested to see how Resting Butcherface plays this. They may have the edge here.
I'm really curious to see how that Murky does, because TNG doesn't have that many auto attacks. Like Falstad also goes auto attacker, but even then, he doesn't need to target Murky, and he has abilities that he can use.
Right. I would agree. It's definitely going to be an interesting game at this point. Both teams do look like we're going to go ahead and line up for the typical, hey, let's all 5v5 right in the middle and see how that goes. Falstad going wingman, though.
Time remaining.
Wingman.
10 seconds.
This is going to be interesting. He's going to be fighting against
5,
camps, right?
4,
Right.
3.
Well, and Jaina's going machine gun build, looks like. I mean, it's level 1, so
Begin.
we don't really know for sure, but possibility of machine gun build for her.
And
And
it's
it
the Frostbolt.
looks like RBF's going to position around the top to grab sight right away.
Oh, EDC slide. Little poke going on.
Little bit. Nothing nothing too major. I say that, I mean, it's Murky, right? He's going to die. Inevitably. Alright, so Falstad flying top and going to take over top. Got a little ambush here.
I was just thinking that would be why I would give the edge to TNG's comp, because they do have... I'm assuming EDC is going to take stage dive. Well, Karazim gets caught out a little bit here.
Taking a lot of damage, too. But he looks like... Oh, he might escape, might not. Tyke is throwing as much as he can at him, trying to take him out, but Karazim is going to be able to escape. We do have Li-Ming going bottom lane right now to do the soak. And looking top lane, Murky is winning against Falstad. Not by a lot, but by enough. Solo Karazim in the middle, and it looks like ETC and Zeratul are looking to possibly pick somebody off if Tychus steps a little bit too far out here. But that leaves Karazim in the middle alone.
I think Grim in the top lane, I think he's being really smart about this. He noticed that Murky, the bribe talent, which only procs if you get the kill with the pufferfish, and he's killing the pufferfish every single time.
Right, and that means no bribe for you. And then he kills Murky instead. So we do have the nuclear warhead spawning. Both teams kind of posturing around mid for the most part. Varian getting kind of low because he is pre-10, as is Jaina. And Grim flying down on the Falstad looking to throw more damage. This should secure the warhead mid for TNG. Maybe not, though. Falstad gets picked off almost immediately. And Zeratul in a bad position, yeah. And that's the combo I was talking about. Stun into root into Jaina dropping a blizzard on you. Jaina should escape from there with just Malfurion, but that's a good trade for resting Butcherface, and they're about half a level right now. Bottom lane, Li-Ming and Tychus just kind of poking each other out. But ETC moving in should enable Li-Ming to pick up that warhead pretty quickly. I expect we'll see Murky dying a lot this game. But Jaina might be about... Nope. Zeratul was chased away by the Varian, and both teams did get one warhead.
Karazim trying really hard to, like, stall that, but he can only do so much.
Right. And Li-Ming did get her warhead off, but it looks like we have a little skirmish going on bottom lane.
Oh,
this may
nice
cost...
root.
That may be his life. Yes. RBF getting another kill. Murky dying again, though. And we're at 3 kills to 2, not counting the partial kills that Murky is. However, the rest of resting Butcherface moving mid. It looks like they either want this Karazim or they want a different wall down. Or they're just going back to soak. I have to be honest, I've been pretty impressed with resting Butcherface's soak so far. Other than the whole Murky dying so frequently. And they did do damage to that middle fort for TNG. We got a little, possibly a little, hey, ETC, we're going to come kill you. But Zeratul's scouting it out and letting ETC know so he can slide away. That's going to be no kills to either. And Dayuni disconnecting. They need to pause the game if they're looking for a pause. Karazim right now just sitting mid lane doing Karazim I'm a bot things.
Bot Karazim's got this. He can play as well as any other Grandmaster.
Right? I'm a little worried that they haven't come back and either paused the game or done something, asked for a pause.
Well, ETC getting caught out a little bit here in mid lane.
He is, and that's going to be a dead ETC.
Tychus gets taken out in response.
Right. I think that's what we should probably expect to see for most of the game is kind of the back and forth. We're at 4 kills to 3 kills. Both teams are at level 8, getting close to level 10. Li Ming and Karazim kind of set up in the bottom to put some hurt on Jaina. I'm not sure how well that's going to work, though, with it being a bot Karazim. And Jaina just working to take out that bottom camp that TNG picked up. And there's the pause. Okay. So finally got the pause out of the way. So Dayuni can reconnect. And we will see what happens from there. Mystic, what do you think so far? Just showing damage numbers.
I think that both teams are pretty evenly matched. They're just kind of going back and forth.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. They're kind of going back and forth and seeing who's gonna do what. Do you see anything in any of the builds that stand out to you?
It's kind of interesting that Varian is going like so much W build. It almost looks like he's going for a twin blade Varian build, but I don't think he's gonna do that because that would leave his team without a tank, right?
No. So what's interesting here is that's actually kind of the standard solo tank Varian choice now.
Oh, is it?
It is. So you see that a lot in Korea. You see that a lot in EU, and even NA now. This is actually the build I've been running. It works really, really well. The Live by the Sword is super powerful and keeps parry up all the time with it, especially if you're against a couple of people that are going to auto attack you, because you're blocking their attacks and it's dropping the cooldown. Warbringer because you want the charge, and Overpower. So this is kind of the standard solo tank variant build now.
Interesting.
Just gonna throw out a shout out to my boy Shiz, who's in Twitch chat right now asking me to notice him. Hello, Shiz. Okay, so with that said, we also see Jaina going the typical machine gun build. That is what you will see a lot of the normal HGC teams running as well. Murky. Living the dream. Oh my goodness. Every 15 seconds he's alive, 5%. I have not actually looked that close at New Murky. He can do a lot of damage there.
He'll probably get a lot more value of it later on in the game, but right now he's just dying a lot just to get that soak.
Right. And he is. He's doing a great job. If we look at... that is not what I wanted. If we look at... Oh, that's not on that page. I thought it was on one of these, but it's not. I thought there was a way to see soak, but for some reason I'm not finding it. Oh, tab. Derp. Murky is top XP contribution, and Falstad on TNG is the only one ahead of him. So he is getting his job done. He's dying a lot, but he's definitely doing what he needs to do. Let's see here. I mean, you can see the top 4 or the top cannons and everything are going down, but we are jumping back into game. So here we go. All right, Varian and Murky both rotating around. Zeratul kind of chilling and taking the watchtower back. And Varian saying, nope, that's mine. I'll take that. Both teams trying to grab as many warheads here as they can. So we have Zeratul on one. We have Murky on another. Murky with a warhead seems scary to me, if I'm being honest. Like, you got to get rid of that right away. And both teams end up with two. Mouth mid lane with one, and Murky going top lane with one. And Murky actually might be alone and able to use this one top lane. Meanwhile, Li Ming does drop one bottom lane for TNG.
Is it just me? Or is Karazim still a bot?
Where is Karazim? Yes. Maybe he's
like
catching
a bot
up.
to me.
He does look like a bot. Maybe he's catching up because both teams said they were ready. So maybe he's just catching up. Let's go with that. RBF invading TNG's camp and grabbing that real quick. And then dropping a nuke. So RBF really looking to push this bottom lane if they can. Obviously, that's where we have Li Ming and the Karazim bot who looks to want to come in and play. Murky getting a lot of pressure top lane with both ETC and Falstad there. But here comes the stage dive looking to maybe secure a kill for TNG.
Well, the ring comes out.
There was a... wow. So we did see a defensive Twilight Dream there, but it does look like TNG is going to get a couple kills here. That's 3 killed for none. Jaina might escape, or might even kill.
I don't know if you can take on a Jaina.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to go in solo, but with Li Ming, that's a different story, and that's going to be a kill for Jaina. That was a great engage on the side of TNG. And this whole time, Falstad has been pushing top lane and has the whole wall down. Got a couple kills on Murky in the meantime. So I think that's what they were looking for there. And Asusaki on the Zeratul still holding a nuclear warhead.
Malfurion chasing him down.
This could be bad for Malfurion, though. Tychus coming in and looking to help his teammate out along with Varian. This isn't an engage I think anybody wants. They need to both back out. But Karazim, still in bot mode, decides, I got this, bros. I'm going in. And starts
Karazim engaging on that boss.
That's going to be a dead Karazim. We did see the combo just there from all three, Varian, Malf, and Jaina. And we do have some warheads spawning up. Murky continuing to die top lane. And Varian picking up this mid lane warhead almost immediately and does get it. Falstad doing the same up top. Murky coming in to try and stop him and does do so. And then the rest of Resting Butcherface came up to attack Falstad too. That's a dead Falstad. Ooh. Everybody popping everything. We got, yeah, and we got a 2-4-2 at this point. 2 for 3, but it's Murky, so does that really count?
Oh, the March of the Murlocs. Oh, it's killing Li Ming.
Varian versus ETC going on just by the warhead. ETC trying to lock this Varian down so that they can get a kill. But Karazim still in bot mode, taking a ton of damage.
Karazim bot going ham.
So I worry about ETC here. There's a warhead on the ground. There's a warhead to be picked up. ETC all alone, trying to get out, taunted. That's probably going to be a dead ETC with that poison, yes. Oh, Murky getting murked by Li Ming, though. All right, and when it's all said and done, we have 9 kills to 11, RBF under TNG. But we also have 2 nukes going from neutral, or one on the side of TNG, over to RBF. And grabbing this top boss immediately. Good moves so far on the side of Resting Butcherface. Void Prison coming in. Oh, and a lot of damage. Yeah, that's a dead Zeratul. He was trying to save the boss. All right, we have Karazim finally in the reconnected mode. So boss pushing top for resting Butcherface. The rest of the team kind of coming down and looking around, seeing what they can find. I think they're on the hunt and they want to kill something. That would be my guess. Falstad, though, invading resting Butcherface camp and taking it for TNG. And then flying over to TNG's camp and immediately grabbing that one. So TNG has 2 Merc camps pushing bottom, but resting Butcherface says, we'll see that and we'll raise you a Merc camp top lane and a boss bottom lane and top lane. So running around grabbing the big mercenary camps. I don't know about this. TNG's gonna have 2. They're gonna have to go clear the 2 mercenary camps bottom, RBF, while TNG defends boss. Don't you think? Or
yeah, TNG is just gonna defend boss, and then RBF is just gonna clear out all the camp.
well, it looks like Murky's gonna clear everything bottom lane, and RBF might be looking for an engage here.
Oh, yeah, you're right about that. They have vision because of the boss. I mean, oh, here they come.
Here it is. Oh, locking Zeratul down. That's a dead Zeratul. Dayuni on Karazim's really low. Double ports out and might escape with his life. Orbs from Li Ming and lightning from Zeratul kind of, or I'm sorry, lightning from Falstad keeping people away. But I do hear the sounds of Odin getting popped and a nuclear warhead being dropped. And we got a little battle, but it looks like we might see resting Butcherface back out here now that their boss is dead.
I've been on the receiving end of a flank like that before.
It's painful. It's painful. All right, so RBF grabbing some camps, fireback camps there, and we do have 4 nukes on the board. So it looks like we're gonna get 2 people bottom to grab these 2 nukes. You know what? Let me just zoom out where I can see both of those. Jaina looks like she's gonna set up to zone. Oh, with a deep ETC dive. That could be a dead Tychus. It is indeed.
Man.
TNG saying, you know what? We're going to see your destruction and we're going to raise you a double global. How do you do?
Taking no prisoners.
And they've picked up, TNG's picked up 2 nukes bottom. While Murky grabbed the nuke top and does use it against the top keep. Pushed in with a Merc camp and is looking to do annoying Murky things.
He almost took out the fort.
We do have the rest of TNG having rotated up top lane, though, and now looking to do something different here. RBF is all... Well, 3 of them are mid. Murky is doing Murky things by himself. And Tychus isn't quite back up yet, but will be in 2 seconds. I think they might be looking for another kill here. Oh, but Murky getting spotted out. Falstad does not know what he just walked into and just gets away.
I think he's gonna move as far as he can and then just try to fly at this point.
I mean, that's what I would do at this point. But Tychus coming in from behind as he just
There's a root that's gonna come in.
Oh, this could be a dead Falstad. He tried to get away but just could not quite do it. In the meantime, Murky died again, but it's Murky.
Oh, they're gonna go breathe on that fort in the top lane. I don't think they should use a nuke on it, but they might.
I would prefer not to see them use a nuke. It would be wasted in my opinion. Moonfire almost does it, and Jaina with a Q finishes it off. So that's going to be top keep going over to resting Butcherface, which means they will now have a very strong top lane presence with catapults. I don't think they're called catapults on this map, though. Do you know what the StarCraft unit is that acts as the catapult unit here?
Shoot, what was it called? Cyclone, that was it.
Okay, so Cyclone's pushing top lane for resting Butcherface. Camp's being picked up by both teams now. And it looks like resting Butcherface is trying to soak 20, while TNG tries to also soak 20, but has a, let's call that a lead and a half deficit to make up. And we might have a nice little engage here. Or Varian's going to scare off ETC. But the rest of the team is right here and looking to maybe do something.
Yeah, they want to get that engaged before 20.
They have to, right? After 20, it's going to be much harder for them to take that engage. But Murky just pushing the entire time.
Well, they're forcing the engage here.
This could be it. This could be it. Oh, that's a nice defensive Twilight Dream and a Void Prison in the back with a... Oh, that was nice,
that was
but didn't
good.
quite work out the way they
Murloc's
wanted.
coming in from behind, though.
Oh, so much death. So much destruction. Tychus going Odin, looking to pick off ETC in the back. Dayuni's going to die on the Karazim, and that's probably a dead Li Ming and a dead ETC, but they may get out. They are going to escape. But with 2 warheads on the side of
They're going
Butcherface.
for the game right here.
Well, why not, right? You have 30 seconds. You have 2 nukes. Murky's going to pick up a 3rd nuke. You just killed ETC. All that's left is Li Ming, and if you kill her, you get her nuke. And you have 15 seconds until the next person is up. This is the right move, and I think they're going to pull this off. Li Ming trying to defensively nuke RBF, but that's not going to do much other than kill some minions, and that is going to be game 1. First game going over to Resting Butcherface in our best of 3.